Hi folks, Rick here. Today I want to talk to you about success, being successful. First off, I don't know if you know this, but success is available to all of you. You know, a lot of people, failure is something you have to go through, but success is available for everybody. It's not like an exclusive thing for just a few people that, in your office and so forth. Have you ever noticed the people in your office that are successful are usually doing different things? This is not rocket science. I love when I'm coaching somebody and they'll say to me, "Oh, I can't believe this. I've been actually doing this for 30 days now and I can feel it start to work." I'm like, of course it works. Okay. I just want you to know, if you take my success series, I've been doing this for 34 years now. The stuff that doesn't work, I've eliminated, just so you don't have to waste your time. It's beautiful. All right. So my little joke, but Paul thinks it's funny anyway. All right. So characteristics of successful people. I like to say there's 5 of them. If you read my book, Success is a Verb, I like to say there's 5 of them, okay? Are there more than that? Absolutely. But I believe these are 5 of where it starts. First off, successful people start with the end in mind. Once again, I think Steve Jobs is the perfect example of this. Steve Jobs, his crew created a term from him called RDF, which stands for Reality Distortion Field. I think it actually came from Star Trek. Wherever he wanted them to go, he would talk as if it was already working and this is possible. And, he would talk as if it was already working the way he wanted it to work. So they would look at each other and go, there he goes again, RDF, reality. But why would you ever, if you have a goal to get somewhere, why would you think anything but that? Everything I want is possible. You got to walk, you got to talk, you got to act as if. A lot of you know that in my little expensive money clip here, I have a check written to me from me. Got it from Jim Carrey. I loved when I heard him when he did the movie Dumb and Dumber. So I write it out every October. I write it out for the following year, okay, December 31st, whatever the year is, okay, and I write out exactly how much money I want to make. And on the front side of the check, it's one of my checks written to me from me. And then on the other side, the side you sign, I have my top 10 affirmations for all the different areas of my life, work, health, spirituality, relationship, family, all those good stuff. And I have a 2-sentence goal for each one of them. All right. So you got to look at it's. I like to say it's called you're setting your mental GPS. If I'm going somewhere, whether it's my car GPS or my phone, I don't tell it west. I'm going west. No, you got to be more specific. I'm going to this address. Here's the zip code. Here's the street number, and it takes you there. Your mind is the same way. I mean, if you give it the exact destination, okay, the chances of you showing up are really good. And then you got to keep programming yourself that it's going to happen and it's possible. So successful people always start with the end in mind. Now, people think that successful people are fearless. No, they're not fearless. They just feel the fear and do it anyway. As a matter of fact, when you're doing something like that, it gives you such an adrenaline rush that you kind of look forward to it. When you get a little uncomfortable and then it works. Like, okay, I'm on the phone talking with people. I'm using my scripts. I'm asking open-ended questions. I'm repeating. I'm approving. Okay, I'm asking the next question. When you learn that process and all of a sudden it starts working for you, you're like, whoa, okay? And it gives you like an adrenaline rush. You feel good about it. And then as you continue to go further and further, ask the next question, repeat, approve. And then you start prospecting consistently and correctly, and it starts working for you, it really is exciting. Then you go on a listing presentation, and you close 1 more or 2 more times than normal, and it works. All of a sudden, these things that used to make you uncomfortable or a little fearful, you kind of start looking forward to them. Maybe I'm crazy, but I believe that because that's what's happened to me in my life and several of the people I've coached, okay? And so that's number 2 on my list. Number 3 on my list is success takes a lot of energy. I mean, let's face it. Have you ever met an extremely successful person who's like a lump on a log? No. They have energy. They have enthusiasm. You talk to them, you can feel it. I love when people tell me, I love your energy. I'm like, thank you. That's a super compliment to me because when I meet somebody and I love their energy, I tell them that. Man, your energy's awesome. Keep doing that. Whatever that is, do it. It feels good and it works. So now how do you come about having a lot of energy? Okay, well, you got to have a program. It's like, how do you have a great mindset? You have a program for a great mindset. You have a plan. How do you have a lot of energy? You go to bed on time. People think, well, I'm telling you, I can get by with 6 or 7, but only recently since I turned 50. Before that, I needed 8 or 9. And I mean, sleep is like one of the most underrated things. It's extremely important for you. Working out, eating right, all that stuff, but get good sleep too, and go to the gym. You don't have to be a crazy workout fanatic, but have a routine 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week where you're doing something. Get a trainer, because this is your life. This is not like a dress rehearsal. This is live. You are, succeeding or you're not based on what you're doing and what you believe. And every one of us can change that too. I mean, if you're happy with where you are, amen. Good. I would say I'm grateful but never satisfied. That's the one of my affirmations. Okay? So success takes a lot of energy. You have to have a plan for it. The next one on my list, number 4, is communication. When you talk to successful people, they're extremely well at communicating. All right? I mean, they know. I just talked a little bit about the pattern, okay? So like when I speak with open-ended questions to people, what, when, who, where, why, I would say that successful people actually absolutely care about the clients they're working with. So they dig deeper. They find out exactly what's going on, what's important, why they want to move, where they're going, the time frame. Tell me what's important about the move. Okay, so they ask those deep questions. Think about it when you go to a doctor. Okay, I mean, when you go to a doctor, they ask you every question, they take every test. Sometimes they ask you the same question 3 times. I always ask them, well, are you trying to get a different answer out of me, or because you've asked me that thing, no, that's what they do. When you're dealing with somebody who's moving, you need to do the same thing. And I have a whole program that I'm going to do, check my YouTube channel, about successful communication. I've already done one on that, but learn, if you can learn how to speak effectively in today's world, when the rest of the world is trying not to, by social media and emailing, and I believe in all those, but if you can communicate verbally, face-to-face, or voice-to-voice over the phone, you have a tremendous advantage, and it doesn't take long to get good at it. It's just the little things you've got to learn. And then the last one is mistakes. Number 5 on my list is successful people make mistakes all day, every day. They just don't let it sink them. You have one mistake. Oh, that's it. I'm done. I'm doing something new. All right. No, they figure out, regroup, and then they keep going. Look, mistakes are part of the problem, are part of the solution. They're part of the system that you have to understand. Rejection is part of it. Making mistakes is part of it. Failure is part of it. I love what Winston Churchill said. Successful people fail and fail and fail and don't lose their enthusiasm on the way. And I agree with that 100%. That's what successful people do. So there you go. There's my 5 quick points for you guys. Hopefully this has been useful to you. Keep listening. Thank you.